welcome to AltruisticApothecary.com. I'm Psychic Medium Allison, and I'll be taking you through 8 super simple questions any psychic medium should answer, and ones that I usually get most of the time from people that come to see me. Known for most of my life actually that I'm psychic. It's only until recently that I've accepted that it's somewhat normal to be this way, at least it is for me. I've always had prophetic dreams ever since I was little. My dreams are not normal, or at least don't think that they're normal. I'm usually not in my own dreams. They're like stories or movies or novels going on. I noticed a lot of trending where I would dream something and then something similar to it would happen, or symbolism would be showing up in my dreams that then would carry forward into my life every day. I've also had those things that most of us have, that knowing that someone's going to be calling you on the phone when you're thinking about them and worrying about them, knowing that someone's going through something or having some issues in life, someone that you love and care about and that you want to help. And so for me, I've always somewhat known I was psychic. I think most of us do. And I do believe that most of us have these abilities. I've only just recently gotten into it, where I can understand and feel empowered in using my gifts, and I choose to do that to help others. I love this question because honestly, half of the time I don't even know how I'm getting it. I can tell you that I have a lot of different types of gifts. My first strongest gift is clairvoyancy. It has always been, especially with my psychic abilities. It has continued to be with how strong my mediumship is getting over time. And so I see a lot of things. Sometimes I see things metaphorically, and I have a shorthand and symbolism with my spirit guides, the people that I choose to work with when I'm doing these readings with people. But also, my clairaudience has come in huge, so I can hear things, and hearing is not like physically hearing. It's thoughts going on in my head, things that, how would I know this about the person that I'm sitting across from? The information from me doesn't just all come in through pictures continuously or through words continuously, because that would be predictable and that would be easy to deal with. Spirit is not always easy to deal with. Everything is unpredictable when it comes to the spiritual. And so sometimes my messages are sensations or just a knowing. And oftentimes it will bounce back and forth. I'll get a picture and then a word and then a feeling, and it'll always be changing. That's how I get most of the information that I get. For me, I've been doing this work professionally for about 3 years now. Honestly, every year runs into the next, so sometimes I can't even remember. But it seems to be about 3 years, and that mark of doing this work professionally for me comes from the basis of the fact that I've been psychic my entire life and having some awareness of my psychic abilities. But my mediumship ability just came in, announced itself, and was like lightning hitting the ground for me about 3 years ago. Within a month or two of me being able to see earthbound spirits, loved ones from the other side, all that kind of stuff, I was in my first show, my first major show in Toronto. As soon as I started down this path, it's almost like doorway after doorway after doorway opened up for me. So it's definitely something that I'm meant to be doing. Not everyone who does this professionally can look at you honestly in the eye and also tell you that it's a calling. And for me, it's 100% a calling. I get weird and vibey and edgy and not grounded when I'm not reading. And it's hard for me sometimes to be around people and not be able to read and not be able to sit down with people. I am so fortunate to have had the career that I've had, being a reader for 3 years already, because I've met some most amazing people. My clients are just some of my favorite people in the whole world, and the way that they respond to my social media and the emails that they send me and text messages and all that kind of stuff is the fuel that keeps me going. And so I feel so blessed to be able to have this as a job, and I hope that it's been 3 years, but it will certainly be, at the very least, another 30 from here. I have a lot of different certificates and classes that I've taken. I'm a Reiki master. I believe I got my Reiki master certificate, level 1, 2, and 3, within the first year of me opening up to my mediumship ability. I'm also certified in Indian head massage. I suppose I really started my education back before my mediumship really came in. So this is over 3 or so years ago, when I attended some tarot classes in Toronto. And I did that because I was always fascinated by the tarot. This very like occult mysticism questioning vibe of the tarot. What does this symbolism mean? Is there some truth and some weight to the cards that you pull? And so that's most of my training. Other than that, and I can proudly say this, I am almost 100% completely self-taught. Why? Honestly, I've not found a lot of information out there that really resonates with me in terms of my journey, my unique experience, the gifts that I'm connecting to. And so early on, I found that my best teachers were my spirit guides. I even used to keep journals, meditation journals. I would channel different spirit guides, write down every detail about them, because I needed something tangible in this journey. And so for me, I found that my gifts were just so strong and so pronounced when they came forward that I had to kind of learn how to ride a bike without the training wheels. I just love the ability to connect to spirit, to learn as much as I possibly can. I do believe that there are some incredible teachers out there. And I also believe that some of our best teachers in life are not from certificates or training, but the friends that we have, the family members, the people that we meet, the strangers that we bump into. And so not only do I gain most of my experience from my spirit guides, I gain a lot of my experience from my clients and from the sessions and the people I meet and the places I travel. Readings with me are totally 100% a reflection of what you bring to the table. So if you're going through stuff in life, if someone has just passed, if you're thinking about somebody on the other side, if you have work stuff going on, romantic life stuff going on, even physical health stuff going on, that is what spirit usually zeroes in on during a reading. Oftentimes I'm told when somebody sits down with me, because they don't have to say a lot. You don't have to ask me questions. You don't have to lead the conversation as soon as you sit down with me. I just start and I connect. Oftentimes people tell me, Allison, I came here for something completely unrelated. All of that's happening in my life. And you not only gave me what I was here for, you gave me everything else that was going on. Spirit likes to be thorough. And I'm the type of reader where I like to be thorough too. And so as soon as you sit down with me, we're taking like a magnifying glass to your entire life, and like no stone gets left unturned. And so a reading with me is an interesting experience because no two readings are the same. I'm not the type of reader that will sit down and do the same spread and cards with people every single time. I'm not the type of reader that has like a formula or a format or anything that I follow. I like to tell people that a reading with me is 100% totally organic as an experience, and it just naturally flows where it needs to go. I trust when I come to the table that you're coming open to receive whatever information that you can from spirit. And I also trust in the fact that my spirit guides and your spirit guides will come together to be able to give me the information that I need to give you for you to get any kind of affirmation, validation, peace of mind, or just to get some questions answered. I would say one of the most unique things about my readings is that I don't need to use tools most of the time. I do like to use tarot because I have a lot of personal passion for tarot, the symbolism. It's some of where I started my roots in reading as well. So I do hold on to the tarot just to be able to read with it every once in a while with clients. And it doesn't change the reading experience for me. Anytime the cards come up, I'm reading not what's on the cards, but I'm reading what comes up in my energy as a result of the cards going down on the table. So that would be definitely a little bit more unique, is that I'm able to sit across from somebody and be able to just spout off the whole reading, whether it's 15 minutes, half hour, 1 hour of my time. And I don't need to hold anything, touch anything, do any kind of ceremonial or ritual thing to be able to connect to the energy. It just flows and comes through me. Another thing that I'm finding over time is fairly unique too is my medical intuitive ability. It's not something that I advertise very widely because it's something that some people feel comfortable with and others don't. But most of the time, my medical intuitive ability comes through when I'm doing channeling of loved ones on the other side, as well as if there's a family member or person that you love or care about that may be going through some health issues at present time. So when I connect to my medical intuitive ability, I'm being shown and told what may be going on through the body, right down to like x-rays, MRIs, and they show me, the blood vessels, if something's going on there, or veins or nerves or what have you. I also feel physically in my body some of the symptoms sometimes, and so it can freak people out sometimes, especially when I'm doing mediumship and I'm able to describe in a lot of detail how someone's passed, what they may have gone through, if they had a hospital stay, all that kind of stuff. But that, I feel, is something that definitely makes me a little bit more unique in terms of other psychics and mediums that are out there. So for me, because I don't need to use a lot of tools when I read, and because most of my reading comes from a reflection of who I'm sitting down with and tuning into their energy and connecting to where they're at, I actually don't physically need the person to be sitting down in front of me. And the reading for me is no different whether I'm sitting physically with the client or not. And the more powerful readings, and some of the most powerful readings I have, are over phone or Skype, because the client that I'm sitting down with and connecting to is completely comfortable in their own environment, chilling where they want to chill. And so their energy is a lot more relaxed and their energy is a lot more grounded. For me, there's no issue connecting through phone or Skype for the readings, because any kind of openness and willingness to have the reading forms that connection, whether the person's physically there or not. Usually clients sometimes prefer one method or the other. There are some clients that I exclusively see over the phone or over Skype, and there are some clients I exclusively see in person. So on my end, there's no difference with how I'm seeing you or how I'm connecting with you. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with. My gift is always on, and that's something I've been fairly honest and vocal about through my career, especially with lectures and workshops and the shop that I work out of locally. I get asked this a lot, believe it or not, and the answer for me is almost always yes, to the point where my gift was so open early on in my career that it was actually a little problematic for me. I had to try to learn how to not get distracted and to ground through a lot of the reading, and to not always read everyone that I meet. I have to sometimes concentrate so I'm not receiving information, or because I feel like there's a line there. I feel like there's privacy. If someone agrees to do a reading with me, then they've given me that heads up that it's okay for me to be into their energy. And so over time, I've had to learn how to shield and how to filter and how to do all of those wonderful things. But okay, well, that's it for me, guys. Thank you for tuning in and watching this intro video. These 8 super important things I feel almost every psychic medium should answer before you have to go into a reading. I have tons of other stuff for you guys to tune into. Check out the website. Events I have coming up should be below this video on the page. I'm super duper active on most of social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr. There's just about every kind of form of social media out there, and I'm on it. Believe me, I'm on it more than I probably should be. So thanks for watching, and thanks for coming to the website. Please feel free to shoot me an email or connect to me through social media if you have any other questions about my services, what I have to offer, or if you'd like to book me for something.